everybody, welcome back to Baseline Farms. My name is Jade. Hope everyone's doing well. So today we are going to separate some of these tomato seedlings. Doesn't that look so good? So these are the San Marzanos by Lake Valley Seed Company. I have a few different varieties of tomato seedlings. I've already separated quite a few, and these are just some remnants of some of them that I need to separate. I was going to do it outside, but it is so windy outside. The wind has not died down, and today is daylight savings. Here's some peppers that we're going to separate as well. These ones feel a little bit too moist. So yeah, that's what we're going to do today, is separate some of these peppers and some of these tomatoes, well, all of the tomatoes, and the artichokes. Do I have? Yeah, the artichokes. I only have 2 artichokes. Do you see that? It's kind of dark in here. Let me see, let me adjust this lighting. There we go. So this is the artichokes, and that's looking so good. There's 2 of them in there, so I need to separate both of them. And yeah, at least we get 2 artichoke plants. I have, I believe, 2 loofah. I've never grown loofah before, so I have 2 of those. And there's just so many things I want to do, but it's just so windy outside right now, you guys. And I don't like working in the wind because of the allergies. But I have so many bulbs that I need to put in the ground. I think I'm just going to put them in some containers, maybe around the pool area, or sometime. I think I have quite a few bulbs in the garden, but I think I might put some of these in the small garden. So many chores, so many things. But today we are going to be separating some tomatoes. All right, so I'm just going to share with you what I use and what works for me. And I've used potting soil in the past. I've used like Miracle Grow. I've used the green all potting soil, which I usually use in containers when I do containers at job sites. But today, and for the garden, what I normally use is mushroom compost. Mushroom compost, John will just get a whole dump trailer of mushroom compost, and we just have a big pile of it. And this was a game changer when I first started gardening. I didn't know what kind of soil to use. I used a garden blend. I used several different kinds. And then I went over to a friend of mine, and their garden was so amazing. And when I asked her what she used, she said mushroom compost. Then a neighbor across the street, I went over to their house, and they had an amazing garden, and he said that he used mushroom compost as well. So ever since then, it's been now, I want to say 5 years or 4 years since I've been gardening in this garden. No, I think this year is going to be 6 years. I cannot even believe that. Has it been 6 years? I want to say, let's just be safe and say 4 or 5 years, something like that. So ever since then, we have filled up the garden beds with some mushroom compost. I always top them off with mushroom compost. And then I repot all of my seedlings in mushroom compost. So that has been a game changer for us. And that is what we are going to be using today. So I already have my tags already written up, and we're just going to go through. I'm going to show you how I separate them. And these, so what you could do is I'm going to plant these pretty deep, like right up to there, so that it can really get a really good root system. Because along the stem here, along this little plant, has a bunch of these little furry, it looks like almost fur. And what those are will turn into roots. I did not know that when I first started gardening, and I thought that was just so amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to gently just kind of work the soil. That's what I do. And these tomato plants are very, very hardy. I mean, granted, I'm sure you can kill them. There's ways to kill everything. But you just want to slowly just work it apart. Oh, you don't even see what I'm doing. There you go. I'll show you again. I just want to slowly just shake it and work it apart. So nerve-wracking. When I first started doing this, I was like, oh, for sure these were not going to survive. But they do, you guys. Oh my goodness, allergies, that wind. All right, so there you have it. There are 5 San Marzanos right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a little indentation just like that. I'm going to place the tomato plant. Nope, I'm going to take some out. There we go. Nope. I want it to be fairly deep. That's good. I'm just going to take some of the soil. And then if there's like big pieces, I just kind of take it out. And there you have it. Just like that. And we're just gonna get the tag, San Marzanos. There you go, one done. Perfect. And we're just gonna set that aside. So now we're gonna do the same to all of these tomato seedlings. We're just gonna pop them in here, drop some soil around, make sure they're nice and deep so they can have a really strong root system. And that is that. So let's just go ahead and get started. Start potting up these pepper plants, and we'll see how many we get done today, because I do want to make some soap today. I've been saying that I'm going to make some soap, and I have not done it. And today I feel is the day I need to make some soap. The baby goats are doing fantastic. They were just outside playing just a few minutes ago. I give them some outdoor playtime, and they're doing just so good. They're so sweet. It's going to be hard to get rid of one of the babies, or at least all of them. It's going to be really difficult because I have gotten quite close to these ones indoors, especially when you're bottle feeding them. So yeah, it's going to be pretty sad when we have to. So no, I mean, it's going to be a little while. So, and you guys, it is a lot of work. Bottle feeding babies and putting them on a time schedule is a lot of work. You have to be on time. You have to make sure that they're getting the right amount of milk. You can't overfeed them, and you can't underfeed them. So yeah, it's a lot of work. Oopsie daisy. All right, so there you go. I'm almost done. It's not that hard. You just want to make sure that you pack the soil down around the roots, and then you want to give them a little water. Now, with these guys, I have been thinking about goats. I have been bottom watering them. So what I do is I fill up the tray with water right here. I just see that I fill up the tray with water right in there, and I just let them suck up the water from the bottom, and then I dump it out. I don't leave it in there, because if you leave it in there, which I did that to this one tray where the peppers are, then you start to get little gnats, and you don't want to get gnats. All right, so there you go. I don't know if you could hear how windy it is outside, you guys. Okay, let me see. I have another San Marzano somewhere. I did have all these tags in order, and then I don't know what happened. I just shuffled them all together. Okay, let's see here. I could always do it afterwards, but if I do it afterwards, then I might forget. Okay, we have one more San Marzano. There it is. All right, so there you have it. You kind of get the gist of it. Just kind of stick the plant in there. I don't know if this one's going to survive with such a small root system, but you never know. They can surprise you. Whoopsie daisy. Whoopsie daisy. My goodness. Okay. There we go. I think this year we're going to have a really good tomato season, because the tomatoes inside that I have already potted up are looking so good. There we go. Take this piece out. Okay. There you go. There you have it. This is San Marzano. All right, so now the next one is going to be Sweeties, Ace 55, and the Cherokee Purples. All right, so I am finished separating all of the tomato seedlings. So these are some of the seedlings that I had just finished. I need to get them watered in a little bit, but that's how they look. Some of them look a little shocked, but it's okay. They're gonna make it come back. Now, I did make a mistake and I separated the Baron hot peppers along with the Mad Hatter at the same time. And I put the tags side by side thinking I was gonna remember which one was which, and I didn't. So I'm not too sure if the Mad Hatter is a Baron hot pepper or what. So we're definitely gonna find out when they start to develop. But I think we're gonna have a great tomato season this year. The tomatoes are looking so good. So I'm hoping that, you know, I have some broccoli seeds here, right here, these seedlings. They look a little leggy. I should put them out into the garden, but I don't know. What I go by when I don't know what to plant is I have this little seasonal guide here, and it kind of tells you what you can plant. Like for the month of March, we could seed outdoors beets in our zone. We're in zone 9B or 9A, somewhere around there, no, zone 9. So we could, in March, we could plant beets, the seeds outside, carrots, Swiss chard, I don't know, let's see, they have some names that I have never heard before. Kohlrabi, we could plant the seeds in, we could start the seeds inside. Leeks, we could start the seeds inside. Leafy lettuce like spinach and things like that, you could plant that outside. Mustard, peas, we still have time to plant some peas, so I definitely want to get on that. White potatoes, radishes, what else? Spinach, we're not going to start until next month, and turnips, we can still start in turnips. Now the warm summer things, like that are going to do well in the summertime, eggplant, you need to start them right now. It's kind of dark in here. Eggplants you should start right now, which I thought I started some eggplants, and now I'm looking at it, I don't think I started any. You guys, I need to start some eggplants. It says here we can start eggplants right now. So we're going to definitely do that. Peppers, you have to start inside along with tomatoes. Now you can start the winter squash outside right now. Yeah, so here's a list that I kind of go by, and it kind of shows me what I can plant in what zone. The yellow is the stuff that you can plant outside, and the orange is the stuff that you could start with seed. I don't know if you can see all the different varieties on there. All right, so there you have it. This is just a seasonal guide that I got from the local nursery. They had a calendar, and behind the calendar had this little vegetable guide. So that's where I got that from. All right, so that's pretty much it. Separating some seedlings. Yeah, and it's not too late to plant, as you can tell, like from this little chart right here. If you guys want to plant some seeds, hopefully this encourages you to start some seeds, start some peppers. I need to start some eggplant, and yeah, and get a good, beautiful spring, summer vegetable garden. I cannot wait for this season, you guys. I feel really confident about this season, and it's going to be fantastic. So take care, be safe. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you too start some seeds for your spring summer garden, and I can't wait. Tell me which ones you're growing. Share with me what varieties you like the best, and yeah, I cannot wait to show you all the different bountiful foods that we're going to get from this beautiful selection. All right, so take care, be safe. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.